Pacho mama akwa ba de ba Marego TV no sia kase so ye ka wo so se baby bia wo bia so betimi ehun ye wana senten time so me try Facebook internet ne bia so ye wo ho no mo sa Instagram ye wo ho TikTok nso ye wo ho no bi ti fra onua na fra onua na onhwe Marego TV no bo mo dia so be like na wa share the Marego TV link na wa comment subscribe Marego TV na ne mapa edema ho edema Sanso na edwade de ye fa ne kwa ye boy de eda for save form bomode afra abedwa for 020 167 2828 020 167 2828 yakachi ewo okwenya akuse junction kase no nsema ebehu bi wo mu ene se omampanyi efi Belarus memo abedru Ghana ewo asondwe mu
Enche bia na Ghana ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama eko piemo ewo Belarus eni Belarus mampeni ko din komo eko twin komo bebre se ne be ya ye nyina manbie no ebetimi aka bom na afizo etimi aboa
ube piemo epoye mantem suafo so enwanyam for rate akosueje awaite tree for life eyedua abako fama ankwano ose ewose ahase ibomodian ne yirim papa na obi bia abo ne homode se obetimi edua
Epoe mantem ekwa akodua enua 1.2 million eno eka 2026
wele ne mahodo ya boabo no se kase ene de sommo anadwe metwa me hotel na maba afe kase no ankasa meeting de nana soyo omampanyi John Dramani Mahama obu na kete mi konstrahwe ewo Belarus memu no akwaba ebapie wo Ghana asundwe mu no ba Ghana no chese komodidie no efa efi a edwire yam dom ewo Ghana akwan ebefa so ahwema sa ne manyina ebetimi eyi efi ho se na bema esuyiri a eyiri ye no so no esun etwa Sylvester Tete ene kushia no airport intie ne kase
Enche bia na Ghana ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama eko piemo ewo Belarus eni Belarus mampeni ko din komo eko twin komo bebre se ne be ya ye nyina manbie no ebetimi aka bom na afizo etimi aboa ye ho na abra na se John Dramani Mahama ebe piemo ewo Ghana ha eno na ko hia mpeni fo bebre eni omo edin komo efa insu a eyi nipa bebre na afizo ye gates mu a emu esisi abra na chese ko piemo ewo bia bebre ewo Accra kromo a ade edi nsem bebre enso na be na abre kromafol abra ne se John Dramani Mahama ojani penifo din komo no chesa mpa ehun be hia ye pa se wo se Ghana fo yendi yehuni na ochese eyada nsu a eyini pa bebre ewo Accra bia baby bebre no eyade ne se efin na afeso Ghana fo ni bi se bi eyade a yendi yehuni ene de saa nsu eyi efa bebia no.
This is an issue that we need to really, as a nation, do some hard searching. And I'm happy Nana explained that this discipline must stop. Our values are eroded. We don't care anymore. When it's raining, it's a time for us to pour our garbage in the drain. And we think that we've disposed of it. Yes, you've disposed of it from your house, but it won't go far. It will go and get choked with the garbage from all the other houses. And when the rains come, it will back up into your house. And it goes and it's choked all our drains. People ask, why don't you do underground drains? The underground drains are choked with plastics, the food packaging, those styrofoam things that we buy our food in. After we eat, we just dump it in the drains. It's choked all the underground drains. And then aside from that, we built everywhere. There's a concrete jungle. In many places, in many countries, there are green places that soak the water. In Accra, there's nowhere. The only place left is Children's Park and Achimota Forest. And that one is even in danger of being willed to successors and made part of people's wills. And so we need to address this issue of flooding. People have built in waterways. I spoke about it just before I left. I mean, the sites, the wetlands that absorb the water before releasing them into the Atlantic Ocean are being constricted because people are filling and building and then reducing the volume of water it can contain. If that happens, then if it can't contain that volume of water, then it backs up and it floods everybody's house. And so when the Greater Accra Regional Minister and her team go and they are demolishing houses built in the wetlands, people say government is inhumane, but it's also partly the fault of those who sell those lands. Those lands are not supposed to be sold. And then also partly the fault of our assemblies and the officers who grant the permits. If anybody brings a house that is in a restricted area, which is a waterway, it's not supposed to be sold. And so you should not sign the permit for them to build. But some of the houses have building permits. How did they get them? So we have to do some soul searching. And I think government must be firm in doing what it has to do in order that we stop this perennial flood issue. We shouldn't be like the vulture who says he will repair his roof when the rain stops. When the rain stops, then we forget about it. The vulture forgets until the next rain comes, and he promises again to repair the roof. This time, if we repair the roof, we have to really work and repair it. Incidentally, this year too, the rains have been unusually heavy, and that is why we're seeing the extent of flooding that we're seeing. In other years, the rainfall is not as heavy. This one started in May and has continued all the way into June. And so I've directed a task force, NADMO and all the others, to do a presentation to us. We're going to identify all the restricted waterways. And when they have done that, I'm giving the directive that they should go ahead and do what they have to do. And I hope that when we do that, all Ghanaians would understand that it is government's business to protect the safety of all of us.
Ya kwa kopie mu ewo efoye mantem na abanhye ya ode abase wo set media nua ma enua we are ebubu dada no behye na nemu ne chese udua baako a na yese eye kra baako eno no nkwaje enkwa baako sa na enonyamfo akosoeje awaite ewo Eastern Regional na sefoye mantem na hyehye no obo ababu no sei eno no so kire ne subdefy
Epoe mantem ekwa kodua enua 1.2 million eno eka 2026 Tree for Life initiative a enche ebeba so ewo maimo abra na je se dwumede ye pauntuma ewo All Nations University ewo Koforidua Epoe mantem minister Rita Akosua Ejei Awate esre obibia timamufo sukufo ejuma na face organizations ahodo na say nyina yemfa ye hu hyem tene be ya dwumede so betimi abaso fefe na aboa ama Ghana yensu no yetimi edua ennuaba bebere ama Ghana manso etimi etumpon ye.
And because Nana Chair has charged me as a regional minister, I will charge you too. I'll come on you after today. Hairdressers, dressmakers, I'll be coming to your shops. You know I visit you almost every week. You are my friends. You sew dresses for me and you make my hair. So I'll come to your stores and see the trees you are going to plant after this program. Teachers, I'll be visiting the schools to make sure what Nana Chair asked today, we are going to implement. I am sure this falls within the vision of our president and within my vision too. Just weeks back, we started planting trees in Koforidua, and I kept them as my babies. I walk round. When my driver is driving me through town, I tell him, stop, let me look at the nature, the status of the trees we planted. Just some 2 days passed, we started giving them some fertilizers to make sure we protect our trees. Forestry Department, Path and Garden. We want to really understand the job you do by seeing what you do in the region. When they mention Path and Garden, we want a unique something to be attached to them so that anybody who steps in our region will know that we have this department by seeing them planting ornamental plants around that to beautify our environment. And I like the environment we have chosen for today's program. When we look around, all nations is observing the day, and they started observing this day long ago. Look at the trees around you. Look at the environment. Nanache, Nananum, the Eastern region has been given a target of 1.2 million tree seedlings to plant from today. And that is why I will always come around to ask you a question. I can jump in any day I'm in office and I feel like going out and come to you particularly at your department and ask of you, customs, where are you? What trees have you planted over the year? I can go to any of the departments, forestry, I'll come to you and ask you, where are the trees? Let's go around and count the trees. Bible has said already, to whom much is given, much is required.
To akase no so no nya for haruna idusu a ono no ye osuafo a ohwe so kontete yeso akasa adiafa adibu a ekoso ani subone ebidimu apeja ewo school se onhwe e ma we enkoso de na besi ho amatene ne akoso ewo ye school ni nyina emu.
Ghana National Association of Tea Sukuu Swafo Penyi Haruna Idrisu aka say abana rehwe BEC insɔhwɛ nhyehyɛ no mu biom sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a esuafo benya bere a ɛfata wɔ nsɔhwɛ krata biara ntem. Ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ saa nhyehyɛ yi botae ne sɛ ɛbɛma esuafo no enya bere a ɛdɔɔso de esiesie wɔn ho ama nsɔhwɛ a ɛdi hɔ no na ama wɔn ayɛ yie wɔ one nsɔhwɛ ahorow no mu nyinaa.
One of the major problems we will deal with this year, 2026, will be stemming the growing indiscipline in our schools, particularly at the secondary education level. We expect to hold a national conference in Kumasi on or before the end of July, where we expect that educators, academia, the church, moral society, the Muslim community and chiefs and parents, regional and district directors of education and headmistress will converge in Kumasi or Sunyani, depending upon what emerges as appropriate venue to deal with stemming the growing indiscipline in our schools. We have always maintained that parenting is a shared responsibility of the significant other of father and mother, and then the teacher. But we are losing many of it, no thanks to social media, which has become a toxic source of mis and disinformation, and many young people relying on it. But when we meet, I'm sure we'll take lessons from those educationists as to how to deal with it. But it must begin with responsible parenting and responsible teaching.
Sukuu Swafo Penyi Haruna Idrisu aka say abana rehwe BEC insɔhwɛ nhyehyɛ no mu biom sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a esuafo benya bere a ɛfata wɔ nsɔhwɛ krata biara ntem. Ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ saa nhyehyɛ yi botae ne sɛ ɛbɛma esuafo no enya bere a ɛdɔɔso de esiesie wɔn ho ama nsɔhwɛ a ɛdi hɔ no na ama wɔn ayɛ yie wɔ wɔn nsɔhwɛ ahorow no mu nyinaa.
One of the major problems we will deal with this year, 2026, will be stemming the growing indiscipline in our schools, particularly at the secondary education level. We expect to hold a national conference in Kumasi on or before the end of July, where we expect that educators, academia, the church, moral society, the Muslim community and chiefs and parents, regional and district directors of education and headmistress will converge in Kumasi or Sunyani, depending upon what emerges as appropriate venue to deal with stemming the growing indiscipline in our schools. We have always maintained that parenting is a shared responsibility of the significant other of father and mother, and then the teacher. But we are losing many of it, no thanks to social media, which has become a toxic source of mis and disinformation, and many young people relying on it. But when we meet, I'm sure we'll take lessons from those educationists as to how to deal with it. But it must begin with responsible parenting and responsible teaching.
Sukuu Swafo Penny Haruna Idrisu aka
Yetwa akase no so ya sujina school ntete aso ye ho a nanu ye anekoba so training bia owo nyine hinto aso school mu no ene school ni ba ko kasakasa esi woni ntema ona kontokwa ma checheni ne ebrim ni yi pa eni ntino aban so esa aka no ema emra eni ni die na me no kasa yi die echechefo abatanku a eye Ghana National Association of Teachers the Trinity asenat no abekasa fa so ne sere ni die emu na atentene ne enye ejuma.
Ghana National Association of Teachers Asante Mantem no weye oyechire dia trese ochire ni a wochire no woni Catholic Senior High School no bill intem ara ko no kase opese Ghana police fo ni GESD mra ne athentere ne so wo asem no ho.
Since morning. You say, what does one you police station? Friend of Papa Punsa, so could be in give me a teacher on your bonny biao. I didn't know why you're not a dab on ten. A man who is a teacher in I am for yes, Anna 70. Order from above now. I will try to say teacher in my money bill. They should come down to this community. No more school authorities, no more investigate who said, as several sanitary said among Nabonten and answer the sanity. For as a teacher union, we are not sitting down. Yanya Brepa, district chairman, or telling Yamia Dumwa. No teacher is going to school. We are all, no teacher in this district is going to school. We are all going to be in red.
No English no man.
English no man. I'm Maswa, teacher Libya going to be here. I know they to me can watch it. Because teacher for Yanya Brepa and Nepasian was here the young boy. Pasian was here the young boy. Because and they are the enemy or tonight the way. So you touch one, touch all, touch one, touch all, touch one, touch all. You know what I can say? I'm really seeing Yamiaduma or China Manopa. I guess I was not a passo and cast me like in Catholic Senior High School. Yadian Paran Battery. Because say, oh man, nobody should be blamed. I share red t-shirt with red band. Yeah, the buses and yeah, the the solidarity of our teacher. But teacher, you know, on your buy, you know, your dad wanted to hear sanity. Your buy investigation, I hear you not teacher, you go in papa. Ah, Padano Crampo, and you know who air part, say, teacher in your Yana manager. Now, only your bar so yes, okay. Now, service everyone at Dahona, service, Kama Baba Canonas about the one, or Bajama, Jade, Kamana, I can't do one town up Padano for one a day. The more the team no kunana. Get to teach a funny bien. Or Ghana, teachers need a prepra. Ah, better me, the justice near the amount to teach an India and your sanity. The two school need and your order from above. Yes, so as a teacher union, we are not going to sit down. We are acting now.
Okay, I'm not going to teachers.
Ghana National Association.
Yes, resre bibia enye adwebro ne asomdwe emra na obia emfa no ho enni na chese atentene intime enkoso. Yetua kase no so bepe won kramante ma na chese osuafa ohwe yakwantempone akwantuo nyina eso no so bomoden apa entoma se wanya enkrofo betimi ababeye edwuma ede aboa ensotoya ebe ne sajide ma omo life jacket ana atade ehye omo a eba ne se woto nsuo kra nsuo no intime emfa wonko se ne be ya betimi ede aboa abra nsuo yiri wo Ghana ha.
Akwantu swafo pinyin Joseph Bukari nikpe de nsa ahye safety water guards ejuma ase na osan so ahye nkwan hobambo ne asetina mu nkoso on life jacket nhihye de ama hobambo etumpon wo Ghana nsu akwanso na waje nkrofo nkwa kasa a omaye wo dwumedi no ase no waka se san hihye yi kan aban no modern a Horrible de ato nsumu akwenhia so na wahwe akwantufuo ne empatafo ahobambo so.
These water bodies have served us, but yet far too long. They have brought us some grief, and this relates to preventable deaths that occur and the loss of lives at crossing our rivers. Today, under the supervision of the Ministry of Transport and in alignment with President Mohammed's vision to rebuild the public trust and deliver results that matter, we say this to all of you, a big no to the lives that we lose on a yearly basis at the crossing of
Yejidi se betimi edi aboa na ensuyire ya ebaso letimi eje amanfo enkwa yejina we so na ya homeso meba sese ya ehim wafidi no.
Casting segment. Catch Marego Sports Center. Hello viewers, Marego TV brings you the latest news in the world of sports, both foreign and local news. Marego TV brings you quality presentation, good analysis and better discussion segment. Catch Marego Sports Center Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Marego Global Sports every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join me, Champions Live, and my crew as we delve into matters arising in our sports fraternity. Follow our social media handles: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Marego Sports, the best from the East.
Every morning brings a new opportunity, new conversation, and a new beginning. Wake up to the power of information, inspiration, and entertainment on Marego TV's morning show, The Morning Dew. Join me, Nana Soyo, as I engage policymakers, entrepreneurs, farmers, youth leaders, and people in the neighborhood shaping our nations, dissecting into issues that matters most in our communities and beyond. This is where your voice is heard. This is where your community is celebrated. This is where Ghana connects. Remember to join us on all our social media handles: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Locate Marego TV at Akuse Junction, Okwenya, off the Tema Akosombo Highway. Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
Hello viewers, Marego TV brings you the latest news.
Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Bon Ahunjo off the Temakosobo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing. Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Bon Ahunjo off the Temakosobo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing.
Fly away, yes, I'll fly away.
Glorious Event Center is the perfect venue for all your special occasions. From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants, canopies and chairs, guest rooms, live bands and spinning equipment for your services. Glorious Event Center also provides video coverage and photography services for all your special occasions. Locate Glorious Event Center at Akuse Junction off the Temakosobo Highway. For bookings, please call 020-167-2828. Glorious Event Center, your perfect venue for all your corporate and private events.
Oh yes, I'm fly.
Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 49.
Yamamo akwaba biom ediba Marego TV don si akase so afi na waso kasafoni ya yeka wo ya katwe ewo okwenya Akuse Junction tema akoso mo kwantimpon so sanso na okwa na sententan so Marego TV ne ekoso nyina etwegu ewo hodomo metre Facebook, TikTok, Instagram ena ni akare nyina obenwo sanso na efa edwade hu dia fra bedwafo ewo 020 167 2828 020 1672828 yetua kase no eso sa ukopie mu ewo nkramantem a esan efi a edware yenti a omapanyukura egusu ebo hu dawuro ntino nkramantem nam aban na musini eye enuonyamfo papo alote akasa edetwehye bi abase obi bia obekire obi anase ubehu obi se ohwe imura anabola ediegu gata bi mu ana esotine bi mu no bomodia na bomodia se oba befa na ba na yetimi achero na odi parisa aba ana obeka ho na yetimi kwache sanipa na ene na sika empimienu Ghana 200 cedis no yede be ma ewo ho ye nua ba Frida Emenogloko premu won kramantem na mane body bae no ma yentie no
Nkran sohwefo Michael Pako Alote adano edise obiara a ode adanse a eye nokra bema afa nipa a wotu nwura egugatemu ananse wode nwura egumian a eye amansandie no wabema no 200 cedis oka say sa nhihyeyi ye okwan a ebeboa ama kropon no ho atew yie ama mmra a efa ahotew ho no ayeden na abrabobone a ede insuyure ne yare ba no so atew
wa be hu obi a odi ball egu bebi a enya a be chi na ba no wo je pe utumi ko chi ni sei na so wo de bomani ahu se owo ha na so owo ha upa be tia ni pa ku bi a be tia tu na ga na ti bi ama me ni pa bi a be hu se odi ball egu gatem a be hu bebi owo wo ba bi a be tia tu na ga na ama we eduma wo fra be tia create ma youth no ya watchman ama ya flag ya ma ya kwa enye no ya be watch it enye say o watch no kwa o watch ma ban etua oka uchi obi a odi bola egu gatem na de ohun bebi owo keka wo na gana ti na brand ni di eti uni ejuma ya o be na fa we ato ho so as a form of work why odi bola begu gatem e be che no e be treat you to say wako wi ade no be court afa no your final not went to me to ya. We will come maybe 6 months and not 3 months. Say ya sha na say bi ga ka pa na be yiri. Bi ga ka na be yiri. E ya ti me mu phone no mu ko so sade we. Enye obi a baby a ho e say we sit down ko sit down ho. We be bu dan na ni asem. Baby a nye say ri container si ho. Senso takiti a na ti sa bola de gugatem. Me ebia me tinu me tusro ebia kamio ebeka me mama bi ebeka me nua bi ebeka madam fu bi me semu ye wa aka ba ko pe ye wa Ghana ba ko pe se ye po ye be make sure say aka be se aka ye be make sure say aka be fa into my pefra enti the American chairman say every day is a sanitation day once you are in Accra every day must be a sanitation day.
Nkran sohwefo Michael Pako Alote adano edise obiara a ode adanse a eye nokra bema afa nipa a wotu nwura egugatemu ana
Yes, ya kase no so yenkopie mu ewo mrahye bedwemu dom kuma ewo mrahye bedwemu akasa ede afa mahama ye omampanyi ameboya ekoso se enyama dada ewo ho ewo se MPP aban ye wo so to aso na oye ne ne wo so bia no nyina no waja ama ebi ekeka nwura ma ondi hudwuma enso ne hihye mu no oka se bibi ti agenda wan hihye yi ne ana ye wie nyina no ba beto aso ne onye ne mum no foforo mu na osie se ukopie mu afare ayaresabe ya se aka nwura ama nwura na edore no ye nim se emoa ene be kwa ayaresabe ya ewo wa na sabi enti no o makosa ho se ne be ya dwumedie betimi ebie na sa hospital yi etimi edi dwuma ede abo Ghana na etimi aso Accra ano
Mrasebejafo a omo health select committee so ewo mrasebejafie enso de abeto dwase omura hoye pa esanse ko piemu ewo Afare military hospital 500 state bed hospital yi na se abanya otiso ndise aban eto hospital ejejemu na omasem se ehade a ye Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama kwan a ono so efa so se woyi nani se enyada obeto anamon ama hospital yi abeye ejuma ewo memo no eni ade a eho mu ye pa abra na echese edom kuma no ekopie mu ewo site ho no edom kuma no echese uhwe hospital ho no ma na ese ni nyina mo nrua agi bebia afa wenyina echese hospital yi ade a yesi a ache beye mfie bebebe nyina enche na ese ebetimi de how abre Ghana man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, basically, we are here for the people. We are here for the people, in the interest of the people. Look at all these projects costing about 2.2 billion. Ghanaians, taxpayer, we have been able to pay 2 billion. It's left with about 200 million. And then the president promised that on his Facebook wall, February 2024, he would complete existing infrastructure projects before he does new ones. But now the president is doing new ones in the Volta area, Oti area, and then the northern area, and doing one in the western of area. But what is important is that Ghanaians need healthcare, so it should be done everywhere. But you promised that you will complete existing projects before the new ones. So let's make do with what we say. That's what we are saying. That's what we are saying. It will serve everybody's needs. Projects a year 2.2 billion. We've been able to pay 2 billion, left with 200 million. Hey, Ghana. It's interesting. You've paid 2.2 billion. You've paid 2 billion. It's left with 200 million. We are going to wait for another 4 years for MPP to come.
How disappointed are you seeing the state of this facility?
Because it took over a year to negotiate with contractor to agree on that a little over the 18 million USD. It wasn't easy. They are aware. The Ministry of Defense, they are aware. It was back to back. So at least pay him some $5 million and he will come to site.
Yeah, twas on ya kopiem wo framantem na okopiem wo ketu sata na apla won potem ho a be abusumi nie na abrante bia oyemo moyibi mechire sika ye de fatetre fonsu GB no ema ohwe no nkwa na emrante wo ho no atuntesikoko eguso akopiem mu ewo police station se ewo se omohwe na atentene ne etimi edijuma.
Antene mmabaa bi wɔ Aflawo Ketu South Mountain mu no rehia wɔ Ghana polisifoɔ wɔ Ketu Divisional Command Nansanye. Wɔka sɛ wɔn botae ne sɛ wɔrebisa atɛnterene ama Momo Edwumaye ne Christopher Ahodo a ewudifoɔ tutu no tuo kum no bere a na akrɔmfoɔ bɔɔ no korɔ no wɔ Diamond Cement Road so wɔ April 2025 mu no. Antene mmabaa bi wɔ Aflawo Ketu South Mountain mu no rehia wɔ Ghana polisifoɔ wɔ Ketu Divisional Command Nansanye. Wɔka sɛ wɔn botae ne sɛ wɔrebisa atɛnterene ama Momo Edwumaye ne Christopher Ahodo a ewudifoɔ tutu no tuo kum no bere a na akrɔmfoɔ bɔɔ no korɔ no wɔ Diamond Cement Road so wɔ April 2025 mu no. Antene mmabaa bi wɔ Aflawo Ketu South Mountain mu no rehia wɔ Ghana polisifoɔ wɔ Ketu Divisional Command Nansanye. Wɔka sɛ wɔn bot
Yede kase ni be ewie ya na ne be akopie mu ewo Somali and US intem. Obia enim se enche bia na World Cup ebekoso obia eboaba no next week ya ye hye so na referee ba kwa wase otimi koka ho na dwumedi no etimi eye kama no a ofri Somalia no odu US a na kan se there be US abrochima ha de Somalia for ye hia wonte ho a no gina na nemu a esan F5 ye mu hye ekopie mu ewo Istanbul a okopie mu Mogadishu ewo di kromo.
Nyam enche bia ehada FIFA World Cup ebe hyase ewa America, Mexico na fe Canada na menunti FIFA eso edi betudwa so obehia se referees a omo sefata omo na mabegye na fe so omo so etimi aboa ama FIFA World Cup ne so etimi ewie peyo enunti ukopiem ewo Somalia referee back on the din edi Omar Abdul Kadir Atan enso referee back a no so nya akwanya se World Cup ebe koso ewo America, Mexico na fe Canada no so begire mo enka officials no ho na ba ne so kopie mo United States of America no epenifo so abra kopie mo ewo America no yada America for enso chims and visa de enya de omudi ebema no na we ebe ye nsem bebre ewo na ese ehwase afa na nyina na abra na ese America for amano visa no pape esan echi ekopie mo ewo Somalia Mogadishu na abra na jesa osi fompe no kromofo bibia ebae ebeji na wo we to se no mukache ni se an se America for anjiwa ye Somalia for de yetawechi yedowie ba. Nyam enche bia ehada FIFA World Cup ebe hyase ewa America, Mexico na fe Canada na menunti FIFA es
Sawo kwa nanye yi asambra efie ni fie te se mo mpene de a ene na ne kroma fo de woni gye ne ho papa pante na yakoma na akwaba fefefe te se bra na yende no ye no betena ha sei na yaje ho kama biom aha ene ne nso ye de kase no esi aseda piesie enkomo obibia odibwa ye kan hu se Marego TV yakatwe ewo okwenya akose junction tema akosombo kwantempon ne so eho enewo ani ma hodro bebre so wo ho ayewo edemo nti anu ahwe Marego TV saasa na betimi ahwe yen so ewo ebia wo mobile phone so ebia na pentema ko bia ko Instagram ye wo ho ko TikTok ye wo ho ko Facebook bia no enu ane so ko Marego TV now wa click so chese no wa like no wa share no wa comment subscribe and share the Marego TV link na ne mapa ewo ho edify edwade so de free ababiafo ewo 020 1672828 020-167-2828 na yamapa ena ewo de ma me do bibia ase mo ambo mechidom nyina me se nyame hram na nyame yadoma ochina so yebesan esibie me frame na na so yo me mamoni hwe a ahenewa